I'm not starting the meeting yet, but we're going to wait a couple more minutes. Hopefully our attorney will be here. He's stuck in traffic. So we're going to give him a few minutes and then we'll begin even if he's not here. But I'd like to wait a few minutes if you don't mind. There's coffee out in the hallway or the foyer, so please help yourself. And we'll begin in just a few minutes. Thank you.
No, actually, I was I try to keep coming. The Village of Hainesville
Hainesville regular board meeting will now come to order on Tuesday, May 9th, 2017. If everybody will please rise and I'll lead us in the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Mayor Linda Soto.
Present.
Trustees Darrenowski.
Here.
Georgianne Duberstein. Here. Barrett is absent. Hine. Here. Daly.
Here.
And George Duberstein.
Here.
Okay, we are in quorum. If I could have a motion for approval of tonight's agenda.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. At this time, we'll take public comments. Madam Clerk, has anybody signed up for a public comment?
No.
No takers? We got quite a crowd here. Okay, going. Oh, okay, all right. We got a professional public comment.
First, my name is Stephen and I work at Hainesville with the village's attorneys. And I'd like to thank Linda for hiring our firm originally in the 90s when Bob Wallach was still with us, who a lot of you worked with and knew, who was around the Gary Park District Director before. Jim Rock was a Park District Director and moved away. And thank you for working with you and getting this building built and getting all this done. And we really appreciate the confidence that you've had in our firm. It's really going to be sad to see you go. And thank you.
Thank you. It's been a great relationship. Thank you. Any other comments? Okay, we will move on. Can I have a motion for approval of the omnibus?
Second.
Roll call.
Trustees Darrenowski.
Aye.
Georgianne Duberstein. Aye. Hine.
Aye.
Daly.
Aye.
And George Duberstein.
Aye.
Motion carried.
This time we'll take reports and communications, and we'll start with our village engineer, Greg Ruin.
Thanks, Mayor. I will say it was a pleasure to work with you for the past few years. You're very assertive and very confident in what you do, and I do appreciate all the trust that you put in me and also Robinson Consulting. Very much appreciated.
Pleasure.
Other than that, the MFT program, I'm stepping in for Mr. Steve Zahner. We're looking at going out to bid on that, with bids being due in June of this year. That's all I have.
Okay. Any questions? Okay, we'll move on to our attorney, Jim Rock.
I'd just like to echo Scott's comments. Thank you for all your support. It's been wonderful working with you, and looking forward to working with Jerry and the new board. Just an update, at this point, we know we have an easement project that we've been working on. At this point, we're waiting for word from the purchasers of that property to let us know that they can actually close the deal.
Okay, any questions? All right, we'll move on to Public Works. Mike DePaolo.
Thank you, Mayor. I have nothing to report, although I do have a few words to say. Thank you, Mayor Soto. When I started the Public Works Supervisor position, I didn't know what to expect. During the first few months, your mentoring was invaluable. I appreciate everything I've learned while working for you. I hope to continue our friendship as long as you don't become an irate resident.
Never.
In all sincerity, I love coming to work every day. Thank you.
Thank you. Doing a great job, Mike. Thank you. Okay, we'll move on to our police chief, Phil Perlini.
I'd just like to say thank you very much for how courteous and good you were with a brand new police chief when I walked in the door. I think together we've been able to mold things into a really good relationship, which I'm sure will continue with Jerry. And I'm looking very forward to you enjoying your, I guess, I couldn't call it a retirement because I know that's not, it's never going to happen, but
kind of a sabbatical.
I'm sure I'll be seeing you around.
Yes, you
and
will.
Looking forward to working with the new board. Thank you.
Right, thank you, Phil. Thank you very much. Okay, we'll go to our treasurer, Kelly Hensley.
Thank you. Thank you very much for all the time that you put up with our staff in the Village Hall. Thank you for thinking of us every day, knowing what we go through. It's been a pleasure these last 20 years working for you on and off, and I will still be working for you.
I'm counting on you. They think I'm kidding when I say I'm going to be calling up here for you.
I'm sure we'll get a weekly phone call from you, and that's more than welcome.
We're going to share your number.
The only item of business I do have on the agenda tonight under my report is, in your packets you received a memo for the April financials. They are in the draft form. Due to the fact that we're at the end of the fiscal year, I have adjustments to make, and our audit is taking place next month. So after all of those adjustments, then I'll have presented to the board the final. So that's all I have to report. Thank you.
Okay. Any questions for Kelly? Okay, we'll move on to our village clerk, Kathy Metzler.
It has been an amazing journey. That's all I can say. Thanks for everything.
You're
Looking
welcome.
forward to working with you, Jerry, and Wally. But thank you.
She cries easily. So I want you to know how hard it was for her to say that much. It was. So we'll move on to the mayor's report. And further on the agenda, I'm noted to give a final address or farewell. We're not going to want long speeches at that point. We're going to want to eat cake relatively quickly after we get through some of the other things. But, you know, I love this village very, very much. And I moved away from it for 2.5 years, not because I wanted to, just employment opportunity came up and some other family dynamics, and then ironically things fell into place that brought us back here. And I called our realtor that had sold our home in my mother's place when we moved out to California, and I said, I'm coming back and I want to be back in the old neighborhood. So she started sending me listings on email. So I looked at them and I called her back and I said, I don't think you understand. When I say the old neighborhood, I mean the old neighborhood. Like if you can buy my old house back, buy it. So we wound up buying a house, you know, down the street around the corner from our old house. And, you know, some people were saying, well, why did you buy that house? You know, didn't you look at this one or that one or, you know, whatever, and, you know. I mean, people were thrilled we were coming back, but they were like, well, gee, I'm just surprised you bought that one. Well, you know, I have 2 boys, and some of our concern was for them, and our younger son is autistic. And I could look at my son and say, we're going back to the old neighborhood. You're going to go to the chocolate school, because that's what he called Prairie View, because of the color of the building. And he knew exactly what I was talking about, and he was like, oh, okay, so everything was good. And we drove back here, shipped one vehicle, drove the other one back. A couple days later, the movers pulled up. And when the movers pulled up, an amazing thing happened. We went out, of course, to greet the movers, and all of a sudden, doors started opening up, and people were coming out of their homes and coming over and say, we'll help you, just tell us what you want us to do. And that is why we bought that house. And you can't put a price on that. And so I truly love this village. I love all of you. I love my family for being as supportive as they have with me serving the village. They're my strength, they're my inspiration. As Kelly said, Kelly was hired 20 years ago Kathy was hired 16 years ago. And then we've had a few come and go, but for the main part, we've had some real longevity here, and they have really grown with the village and made that growth possible. And then Mike has been a wonderful addition, is taking Public Works to a new level. So it's very exciting, and this excitement will continue. So that's all I have for my report at this time. I'll say a few more words, and I'll be very brief on the next one, I promise. But at this point, I would like to ask the trustees that were just re-elected to step up. Having been elected to the office of village trustee in the village of Hainesville and the county of Lake, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Illinois, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of said office of the village of Hainesville according to the best of my ability, so help me God. Congratulations. At this time, Mayor-elect Jerry Bailey will step forward. Please raise your right hand. Repeat after me.
I, Jerry Bailey,
Having been elected to the office of village mayor
having been elected to the office of village mayor
in the village of Hainesville
in the village of Hainesville
in the county of Lake,
in the county of Lake,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of said office
the duties of said office
of the village of Hainesville
of the village of Hainesville
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So,
We have your official gavel with your name. We also have, I am asking.
Get my wife to listen.
She may want to use this one. If everybody remembers the tornado that hit our town a couple years ago, this is wood from that tornado, from a tree. And one of our residents, Chris Larson, made this. So we have an official gavel. I recommend using this for drills, particularly tornado drills. And then Jerry, I'm going to place your new business cards. And now, Mayor, you may take your seat. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming. Those of you who voted for me, thank you very much. Those who didn't, we'll see what happens next time. I'd like to take a moment to thank Linda. I've been on the board as a trustee for 8 years and served as finance chair. And we have worked very closely together, and it's been a very solid relationship. A lot of give and take back and forth, but I think under your leadership we've done real good things for the village. And with that in mind, you have a moment for your final address.
And Jerry, you're so true, because the past 8 years, I feel our board really worked as a team. And each year it only got better. We had a couple changes in trustees, but not too many. It's been a very good team. And I appreciate all the support and help that you've given me. I appreciate your input, your ideas. And that is so much what about working as a team is. It's okay to have different opinions and to disagree, but you talk them through. And if you talk them through, you come up with a much better solution. Because there's always many sides to an issue. Most issues are multifaceted, and so it's very easy to think that we have a quick answer, but then you hear another way to look at it. And it's not an obstacle, it's an opportunity to address something better, to make it better. And I know that this board is going to continue in that fashion. I'm very excited about the future for this village. And also the support from our consultants, from our engineering firm, our law firm, and so on. So thank you. And also, this past weekend, I just want to acknowledge, I had a very lovely farewell party thrown for me by the officials and staff. It was a lovely afternoon, some of which you were there. If you weren't there, you missed a great party. And so thank you all. Thank you very much.
Trustees George and Georgianne Duberstein have something to present to Linda.
You have represented the village of Hainesville and Lake County with dedication, determination, and dignity. And it has been a privilege to work with you. And we wish you all the best. And we have something so that you can remember all the different things that happened over the last 8 years.
Please come up. What we did is put together some of the highlights of the village, both places, events, and people to remember you by, or you can remember by. A little inscription. So,
oh, that's fabulous. I love it. The water tower, the police cars, I love it. The lights, the street lights, that is fantastic. Outstanding. Thank you so much.
It's been a real privilege and a pleasure.
This is fabulous. Thank you so much.
I do have to brag a little bit. I always introduce Georgianne as my hardest working trustee. She's been on the board also 8 years, but she's very dynamic, very energetic. And then George came along, and now he's given her a run for their money.
I have seen him.
Yes, your tenure.
We'll wait. I don't typically like microphones, but I want this recorded. Whereas Linda Soto is today serving her last day as mayor of the village of Hainesville, a position she has held for the last 8 consecutive years, and whereas Linda Soto has served as the mayor of the village of Hainesville from 1997 until 2001, and whereas Mayor Soto has served the residents of the village with her heart and soul, and whereas Mayor Soto has mentored the trustees and staff to a higher level of performance, and whereas Mayor Soto has guided the village with a steady hand and a broad vision, and whereas Mayor Soto has worked diligently to maintain the village's financial viability, and whereas Linda has been a friend to many that have crossed her path. Now, therefore, I, Jerry Daly, Mayor of the Village of Hainesville, proclaim the following: that the Village of Hainesville is a better place because of Mayor Linda Soto's friendship, leadership, and years of service to its residents. I proclaim that as my first official act, I hereby declare Wednesday, May 10th, 2017, to be Mayor Linda Soto Day in the Village of Hainesville. I hereby grant you, as a token of our appreciation, this gift and this key to the village.
Wow, that is beautiful. Beautiful.
This started out as a simple idea.
I thought it was Mike's new wallet.
That the staff had to put on, and Mike DePauw put together. He brainstormed it, he designed it. You may ripple in your gift. Good luck.
Oh yeah, the trustees want to see it.
That's his first act, we're gonna have trouble.
That is wonderful. That is beautiful, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to start.
We'll take care of that. All right, moving on. We have some more swearing in to do. And before we accomplish that, I am appointing Kathy Metzler as village clerk, Roseanne Stark as deputy clerk, and Kelly Hensley as treasurer, with the concurrence of the board of trustees. Do I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Do you want a roll call?
Do we need a roll call?
Nope. If those folks will please step up to be sworn in.
repeat after me. I, Kelly Hensler, having been appointed to the office of treasurer in the village of Hainesville, the county of Lake, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of said office of the village of Hainesville according to the best of my ability, so help me God.
So help me God.
I'm appointing Jim Rock with Ansel Glink as our attorney and with concurrence of the board of the trustees. Do I have a motion, please?
So moved. Second.
Roll call. When you have a moment.
Trustees, John Derenowski.
The first word stayed the same.
Georgianne Duberstein. Hein. Kreese. And George Duberstein.
How are we doing there?
I'm okay.
I'm also appointing Greg Groom with Robinson Engineering as our village engineer with concurrence of the board of trustees. Do I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second. Roll call.
Trustees Derenowski.
Aye.
Georgianne Duberstein.
Aye.
Hein. Kreese. And George Duberstein.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Moving on to business. The first item of business is Epic Building Group carpet quote. If you remember, we raised or had consensus on this after a discussion last meeting for the amount of $15,975, which is carpeting not this room but the rest of the building. Motion, please.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Trustees Derenowski.
Aye.
Georgianne Duberstein.
Aye.
Hein.
Aye.
Kreese. And George Duberstein.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Thank you. As we all now know, those of you who are actually reading the agenda, I've skipped ahead, did something before I was supposed to, so I fit right in. All right. One other piece of information for the trustees. I will be passing down your committee assignments, which will be open for discussion at another time. This goes to Mr. Duberstein, please. Copies that direction. And that direction. And just for the public, committees get reassigned as needed and developed and disbanded as needed. I've decided that each of the trustees that are permanent committees assignments are for finance will be John Derenowski, public works, Wally Kreese, wetland stewardship and development will go to Georgianne Duberstein, community activity is to George Duberstein, and public safety, which Dina has chaired for the last couple of years, will go to all of us. All of us have the responsibility looking out for the physical safety and well-being of the public and for the community of Hainesville. We'll have a couple ad hoc committees which are designed specifically to serve a single purpose, And once that purpose is reached, they'll be disbanded, and these trustees may be assigned additional duties at that time. The first one will be ordinance review. We have an ordinance book that's probably about 3 inches thick, and I'm assigning that to Trustee Barrett. He's been on the board the longest, and hopefully will have the background to go through it chapter by chapter, make any recommendations for improvement, for do we cancel a policy or an ordinance because it is no longer viable or it doesn't make sense. So Kevin will be doing that. And finally, website review. As we've moved into the 21st century, our website has come a long way in the 8 years that I've been on the board. And I've asked Dina to take a look at it from an outsider's viewpoint and make sure it's viable, easily, that you'll be able to work your way through it easily, and that it serves our public as best as we can, and she has agreed to do that. With that,
Can I make a couple of announcements? We have so many people here.
well, since I was on the board before, sure.
Just want to tell everybody that the Great Age Club is meeting on Thursday. We're having games in Gap. It starts at 10:30. Anyone 16 and over is welcome. And the garage sale is going to be July 29th and 30th from 9 to 3 both days. So there'll be more information about that in the newsletter, but I figured as long as I have an audience, I might as well let you know about it. Thanks.
Any other comments?
I just have one. We do have the blood drive coming up on June 20th, which is a Tuesday. It's going to be out in front in the parking lot with the Heartland coach bus from 4 to 7 p.m. All successful donors get a $5 Target gift card. So you can just come whenever you want. You don't have to sign up for an appointment, or you can go online to their website and schedule an appointment.
George?
Just one announcement, as long as everybody's here, or a lot of people here, just remind you all that our second annual Civil War reenactment will occur on the Saturday and Sunday, the September 16th and 17th at the Northbrook Sports Club complex. So please come in. We have a lot of interesting surprises for you all. We hope to see you all there.
Right. I would like to take one last moment to thank all of you for coming this evening, and also to recognize our Public Works, our engineering, our legal department, and Dave Schultz, gentleman in the back in the plaid shirt. Unfortunately, he's a Packer fan. He still does. He bleeds for Hainesville. He's a gentleman, and it's a pleasure. Thank you. The good things I said, I take back. Before I adjourn this meeting, I'd like to invite you all to stay for some cake and coffee. It's a pleasure to have you. Motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.